Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Zaves at 8 show. I'm Noah Zaves. Hi. Coming at you live on tape from the very top end of Park Slope, Brooklyn. I heard Stephen Colbert say live on tape, so I wanted to try it. It wasn't quite as much of a thrill as I expected. Today, we're going to be unboxing my new set of Farberware knives. Tip it toward the camera. Now, I've had another set of knives for a long time. This is actually my knife set that I got from my grandmother's apartment when I moved to Boston. It's a good knife block, cleaned it recently so it looks nice. This one's actually also Farberware. You can see that we've been a Farberware family for many years. But it's nice, it's good. I've never been a giant fan of these knives because the handles are plastic and they're just not quite as sturdy as I'd like. Also, when I was in college, I got this knife set, which is empty right now because I'm washing the knives, but it had a couple of nice metal knives in it. This is also Farberware. Go figure. By the way, I'm not getting a cent for this video. If you are Farberware and you're watching this and you want to give me a cent, please come. Otherwise, I'm just happy to share with you all my love of bright colors because this knife set is red. Yes, indeed. I'm so excited to unbox it. Now, this is a triple-riveted knife with a metal handle and a forged blade. It looks like it's high-carbon stainless steel. I don't know what that means, but it looks important. And the blades provide the ultimate cutting edge, which I'm grateful for, because if I only had the penultimate cutting edge, I wouldn't be nearly as happy with this. So let's open it up. Ooh, it doesn't have a sticker. It's only got the flap here. It's not tamper evident. Someone could have tampered with it. I could have tampered with it. You don't know. How much do you trust me right now? But, oh, that's nice. They have instructions for using the sharpening steel, which is good because I've never used a sharpening steel. I have no clue what that is. It looks like it's packed in nicely with some cardboard. That's always fun because you get a chance to be like, "Hello, my name is Cardboard. It's great to meet you. Noah, I have some knives that were just underneath me. Would you like to take them out?" "Why, yes, Cardboard, I would. Thank you so much." "You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your cutting experience, courtesy of Farberware." Sponsor me, please. So the first thing we're going to take out is another piece of cardboard, which is, this one's like PacMan. This is great. Can I do a... That probably looked really bad. I gotta do it with two hands in order to make it right. Do 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 do. Ah! All right, that was sufficient. Hopefully I can overlay the music over that. Otherwise, it's gonna look pretty darn silly. So this is the knife block. Now this knife block is a little different from the ones that I've had before. As you can see, this knife block has vertical slots for the knives, which I think used to be the norm, but it turns out that when you have the vertical slots, you actually wear out the bottom of the knife. You wear out the bottom of the knife as you take it in and out. So a lot of people store their knives upside down. That's what I do with my beautiful chef's knife that goes in the big slot here. It's completely unrelated to any of the sets. It's just a really good stainless steel knife. But this one seems to have horizontal slots, which I think would be a good way to see, they all kind of slide in sideways. That seems like a good way to avoid dulling the blades. Although there's also a sharpening steel that goes right there, so that's nice. Farberware has upped their game, and they have a beautiful stainless steel thing here. No more imprinted on the wood. So that's pretty... I'm going to leave it here so you can see as I add the knives one at a time. All right. There's also a cutting board, which is great because I didn't pay all that money for a thin plastic cutting board, but you can't have too many cutting boards. So that's nice. So here come the knives themselves. This is the real thrill because I can't wait to see what the color looks like in person. It's actually taped up pretty good, so I'm gonna go get my box cutter. As we know, we don't use knives to open boxes because that dulls them, ruins the blade. Sometimes it even gets the adhesive stuck on it. Right back with the box cutter. Alright, here we are. If nothing else, you've got to respect your kitchen utensils. It's the most important thing. That wasn't threatening at all. So, I'm gonna open this up right here. It's taped on 3 sides, which is probably good because there's a lot of knives inside that are really sharp. And I'm gonna be very careful. I don't know how they're packed. How do you pack a knife? Do you wrap it up in some sort of foam or plastic? Let's find out. Ooh, no, you don't. You just stick a whole bunch of knives in a box with paper on them and hope that you don't get stabbed on the way out. So that's a thing that's happening right now. These are nice. Oh, I like it. This is actually a plastic, but it's a really nice molded plastic, and it does have the rivets going through. You can also see that the knife itself, the blade of the knife, goes through the top here, and it's riveted to the handle, so you don't have to worry about it separating because it's hard molded in. And it's got this little decorative accent on the end where the metal actually comes all the way through, and it'll look nice when it's in there. So this is probably a steak knife. Let's get those out of the way because there's going to be a bunch of those. Nope. Oh, this is a paring knife. Oh, it's a nice one. The last paring knife I had, it was somewhere else, but it was like long and narrow, and I like the ones that are a little bit thicker with the angle on the end. I think that's really nice. This probably goes in one of these 2 slots. Who could really say? This is the serrated utility knife. Apparently you can't do the sharpener with the serrations, so I'm not really sure what the deal is there, but it'd be nice to have a serrated utility knife that can go in that slot there. I should turn it the other way. I wish it had instructions on how to maximize the use of these holes. Next up, that's another knife. This is the other steak knife. There we go. Once I went to a meeting back in California. I went to a Hebrew High program called Midrashah, and they had a stakeholders meeting at one point when I was in high school. And so I brought a steak and I held it at the meeting. And I thought it was hilarious, and everyone else was really confused, but I cracked myself up, and that's the most important part. Tell you a secret, it wasn't actually a steak. It was actually a rock that I wrapped up in paper and wrote steak on, because I wasn't going to waste a good steak on that. You can do good steak. But I thought it was hilarious, and that's always the most important part. These are the mini kitchen shears. I don't know why we need those, because we have the actual kitchen shears, which will go in here. Do the mini kitchen shears go in here? Yeah, probably. I'm really not sure why I need 2 of those. That feels like a waste on the part of the company. Getting to the big knives here, this is the bread knife. Oh yeah, can you see those serrations? It's long and straight, and you could really cut some nice bread that way. It's long enough that you could even go like lengthwise on a loaf and cut it straight down the center. Why you would do that, I couldn't quite say, but you could if you wanted to, and that's a nice bit of flexibility to have. So, next up we have a slicing knife. I think that's what it's called. Is that what it's called? Yes. 8-inch slicing knife. Similar to the bread knife, but not serrated. You could slice with it. That's what I like to do with a slicing knife. I don't know what you usually do with one. This one here is the nope, that's the chef's knife. Without stabbing myself ideally. This here is the Santoku knife, 7 inches. This is a particular Japanese structure of knife where it has a much wider blade, but it has some grooves down on the bottom as it gets narrower. So for certain types of vegetables that you want to wash, you want to cut, this is a little bit easier to get a hold of them and keep them under control, as opposed to the chef's knife, which is my choice for chopping vegetables. But this one is actually not the one I'm going to use. I'm going to show you my chef's knife because it's a really good chef's knife. Had it since college. Yeah, so this is my chef's knife. Isn't it gorgeous? It's completely molded stainless steel. Here, I'm going to move this out of the way. We'll bring it back later so you can see the completed shot. It's molded stainless steel. Amazingly, it is actually Farberware also. So go figure, I guess I'm a fanboy. Farberware Pro Stainless. But first of all, I love that it's all one piece. It's all molded stainless steel. I love the look of stainless steel. The handle's a little bit more brushed. The blade's a little bit more shiny. But it also fits so perfectly in my hand. This is, by the way, the correct way to hold a chef's knife. If you're going like this, you're doing it wrong. You're probably going to cut yourself or break something at some point. But if you hold it like this with one finger on the blade, the thumb on the other side of the blade, and the other fingers curled around it, and then you keep the point of the knife on the cutting board as you slice things. Just do a slicing video. I love slicing. I hate actually doing all the work, but the slicing technique. There was a guy named Kel who used to run the kitchen up at Camp Tawanga, where I grew up and learned most all the skills that I have now as a functioning adult. He taught me how to slice. And so now I can slice all the vegetables, even the ones that I don't like to eat. But this is the chef's knife that I'm going to use. Would you believe me if I said I had 3 backups? Because just in case they stop making it someday, it's too important. So you can actually get it on eBay for $12. It's not that expensive, but it is really good. And this one has not been sharpened since college, and it's still perfect. So these are my knives. The last thing is the sharpening steel, which is cool. Never seen one of these in person before. There used to be a person who would come by and sharpen your knives. It'd be like the ice cream truck, do knives, instead of ice cream. But I guess now we can do it ourselves. I have no clue how to use this, so I'm going to ask a professional. And you should too if you ever decide to use a sharpening steel and you don't know how. So that's my new knife set from the Farberware company. We have 6 steak knives here, full set for when I have people for dinner. We've got a large set of scissors and a small set of scissors. We have the bread knife. We have the sharpening steel. Let's get it in the frame there. Ta-da! Hi, I'm Noah, and welcome to the Knife Show. It's so great to see you all today. Hi, I'm Noah. Welcome to the Knife Show. It's so great to see you all today. We have on the other side, here is the paring knife. Up here we have the serrated utility knife. Over here we have the long slicing knife. Over here we have the Santoku knife, which can be useful for certain cutting techniques. And the very best, which did not come in this set at all, as you could tell from the completely different color and style, but it is nonetheless a Farberware knife. This is my chef's knife, and I love it. It makes me really happy. So, with that, I feel like I'm Sweeney Todd here. I've never actually seen the musical, so I can't make any jokes about Sweeney Todd, but from the promotional materials I've seen, it seems like Sweeney Todd might look like this. Hey, I'm a barber, and I've got a knife, so let me come, spoiler alert, slit your throat. I don't actually know if that's true. I've never seen the musical. Get on that. So thank you so much for joining me. This has been an unboxing of the Farberware 17-piece triple-riveted cutlery set. and I am very excited to put these to use. Maybe we'll do some cooking videos coming up. If you have any requests, let me know. Until then, please hit the like button if you like the video. Please hit the like button even if you dislike the video. Please hit the subscribe button so that YouTube will let you know if every time I post a new exciting video. And tell all your friends if you like me. Thanks again. This is the Zaves at 8 show. I'm Noah Zaves, and we'll see you next time.